So as I'm driving home, man, I got hit with a lot of self-doubt, and it was really just setting in. A lot of self-doubt was setting in, and I started thinking. People have said that, I'm gonna be good at this. They say they can see it. They say they can feel it. The self-doubt that kicked in was basically saying, call on them and tell them to say it again. Ask the question directly to them, because you want to hear it. You want to hear it come from them, that they think that you can really do this. Even though they said it already, you need confirmation. You need to know, because if you can't get confirmation, then you might not be able to do it. You might not be able to really do this at the level in which you think you can, because even though they told you that you could do it, and they told you that you got something, you're still like, nah, you got to ask again. And you need that confirmation. If you don't have that confirmation, then how could you move forward? So ask again. Ask multiple people. Ask anybody that you possibly can to just tell you that you can do it. And then I got to thinking, and I was like, wow, that is fear. That is fear. That's what that is. That is fear creeping in a moment of like, shit is going fucking good. things are looking good, and fear snuck in, and it snuck in and used self-doubt. I mean, if you've been around me at all, or if you hear me speak at all, then you know that I'm walking around with a level of confidence right now, and my overall energy has been phenomenal. And self-doubt was the thing to get me to stop and say, what the fuck? Maybe I can't do this. And fear, I love the fact that now I am able to recognize when it is fear, because before that, that could have taken me out, because it felt so real, and it was so intense, and it was, I was sitting here and I was just like, damn, like, get that confirmation, man. You need that confirmation. Come on. And then I was like, why don't you just believe in you? Why don't you try that? Why don't people have already said it? Why don't you just believe in you? And you tell yourself that you can do it. You tell yourself that you have what it takes. I did have that. I had that moment. And boy, oh boy, when I tell you, it'll happen when things are going well. It'll happen when things are going good, when people are giving you everything that you need, when they're just letting you know that they're ready to roll out the red carpet for you. And then all of a sudden, fear will sneak in. Um, and all I can say is make yourself aware of it. Know that it's real in the sense of it will attack you. Know that that is a real thing that will happen. And the stronger that you are, and the better you are at being able to identify when it sneaks in, because it can show up in a plethora of different ways. You know, for me, this was self-doubt. So just be aware of it. Be aware that regardless of how good things are going, um, fear could try. Regardless of how confident you are, fear will try. It's not even a could. Fear will try. And to be honest, I can't blame it. I can't be mad at fear doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's like me being mad at love doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm not going to be mad at it, but what I am is I am aware. Um, I know it's real, and whenever it comes and it attacks me, I immediately say, okay, I got you. I see what you're doing. That was a good one. I acknowledge that one. I acknowledge that that was a good one, and I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I'm aware of the different ways in which you can introduce yourself into my life over and over again. Because the more ways that I'm aware of, then that means the better protected I will be. And I speak to fear that way. I speak to fear in a way where I'm just like, you know what? I'm not about to sit here and let you beat me. You've done a good job throughout my life, but I'm at a point now where I'm not going to allow you to beat me. So that was an amazing attempt. I appreciate it because you gave me something to talk about. You gave me something to reflect on, and you have made me stronger. But we have to remember that it happens, no matter what. Just be aware. Be, make sure you're paying attention, and you're not allowing negativity, because it will always show up in the form of negativity. That's something that I don't think it has control over. I think fear, if you really break it down, it shows up in a negative situation. So for me, self-doubt is negative. I don't feel like anyone should harbor self-doubt. So when negative things start to happen in my life, I start to look at what's going on. I start to look at where it's coming from, and if it's in my control, i.e. self-doubt, then I know that's fear. Because I can control the negative and positive stuff that I can control. So I'm going to stop rambling on now, but it's in these moments that I'm really so happy that I'm taking this journey right now, because I've never gone through anything like this, and I actually appreciate it. I appreciate the level of awareness, and that it takes to be able to do this, the courage that it takes for anyone who has done this, or if you haven't done it yet, just know that when you make the decision, you will be courageous to go into making the decision of really getting to know who you are, and tapping into all of your strengths and your gifts and everything, and really just sharing it with the world. When you reach the point of being woke, it's courageous, because you're going against everything that you probably were taught coming up. You're going against everything, and it's for the better.